Well, staff meeting was today, Johnny D.
I literally, Martin, I had someone come in the honey hole and say, man, your boy Martin was kind of upset the other day. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. He goes, he really got after that person that broke that toilet seat. I said, yeah, Martin's a man of principle. And when toilet seats get broken, Martin talks about, ladies and gentlemen, this podcast is only an hour. Martin's been talking about it for much more than an hour, though.
Oh, hey, about that, I heard a rumor.
About what?
I need to ask, what toilet do I need to use around here?
Well,
Depending on number 1 or number 2.
well, see.
Just so happens
Jordan Summit.
we have a diagram.
One of the.
So
we have a
today-
diagram.
So when Jordan saw on today's meeting that I was giving a visual aid,
How to change toilet seats.
that QR code also
Yep.
takes you to a YouTube video on how to do it.
Hold on.
right.
Hold on.
Hey,
I want to help the people that are watching on YouTube.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So if you're in question about
That's right.
changing a toilet seat, that QR code, you can click on it.
Since you're not smart enough to do it, we're going to help you out.
We're trying to teach you, and
Yeah.
I
I have no
encourage-
idea if that works.
It's not hard.
But I handed that out to everybody and basically just told them, kind of the short blurb of like, you're here more than you're at your home.
That's right.
So
So
can
let's
we
take care of them.
can we treat this
All right.
place like your home? If you break something,
Yeah.
what do? Do you just walk around it, or do you fix it? Or do you have it fixed? Either way, I don't care. Just communicate. It's the communication deal that I'm really trying to hammer home. Like, just tell somebody, not a problem. Well, Jordan has been busy making a diagram anyway because Jordan works right up front.
That's right.
We have 2 restrooms right as you walk in the front
Those are
business
terrible
office.
restrooms,
Th-
by
They
Well,
are,
they're for guests.
they're for guests.
yeah, but if you just so much as slightly make a noise.
Well,
That's
but
the
that
point of my diagram.
here you go, Jordan.
So if you look at this diagram,
Is there
We
a
have
PDF of this anywhere? Or?
it can be.
Yeah,
It
we
be a
can make
PDF.
it
Hold
that
on.
way.
Make it one
Let me see.
for you at home if you ever need to come to Duck Commander offices.
And big time too. Jordan went and got the actual drawings of the office.
Yeah.
So
Jordan, you're an architect.
Every office is accounted for and by size too. Now this isn't to scale, obviously.
Yeah.
But it works.
Okay.
But we have two bathrooms up front. Si, you've been there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then we also have bathrooms all over the place. This diagram shows it. But kind of what's been bothering me for the last few months, I've got an office right there up front. And we've got a lot of changes here at Duck Commander. We've got some new areas. Our front office is warm and inviting. People just want to be there.
it's got
Right?
music.
It's music, like it's awesome.
But you don't want to poop there.
But I don't want to smell your poop there.
Jordan works right by
I
these
work right
bathrooms.
there.
Yeah.
So we do
Like
have.
living like Willie used to, right by a chicken house.
Yeah.
That's what it smells like.
That's what it smells like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, when you're a guest and you come into Duck Commander, we want you to feel good about it. We want you to be in a nice environment. And,
Oh,
speaking of toilet seat break,
hey.
Someone. So our
Oh.
next
We have a
guest,
new- we have a new
another
suspect.
guest, and
I have
he
a
just
new
came and
suspect.
sat down across the room and
Uh-oh.
about broke a desk chair.
I have a new suspect, by the
Yeah.
way.
Spilt
right.
a drink. Now he peed his pants. Come walk on the camera. No, come walk on camera. Come stand beside me,
let's
Rucker.
just go
Right
ahead
here in
and
the
give it
middle.
away.
That's
Hey.
right here in the middle. Now turn around. Pick
Turn
your
around.
partner. There you go.
And it
was Rucker.
It was Rucker, and he peed his pants.
And he broke
Hey.
the toilet
We're
seat.
Broke a
calling
toilet
we're
seat.
calling today's podcast like family reunion.
Yep.
All right, Rucker, we'll get to you.
Get out of here, Rucker.
But anyway,
That's right.
thank you, Rucker. But anyway, so I made a diagram for those because, being across from these bathrooms, I'm getting the very front end of the smell.
Yeah.
And as it wafts through the hallways, we've got other bathrooms that are not connected to offices or areas that people congregate in. And so
Well,
I wanted to make
Wafting is not as big a concern as the noise.
I beg to differ.
That's allowed.
I beg to differ. I live with it every day.
Yeah, you can.
But
The sound is over immediately. The
Yeah.
smell.
No, the smell
lingers.
is worse than the sound.
If you see someone walk into the bathroom and you hear that noise is forever.
But I got a question for you.
you're never forgetting that noise.
Is the art of a courtesy flush lost too? So like,
It is here.
I've been. That's what I'm saying. I've been times where I've walked through every bathroom here. They're all full, right? And I'm like, golly, and I go pee in the back parking lot.
Well, no.
But say, you go to do yours on the approved ones and they're full and you got to go number 2 and you got to end up there. Here's the deal. as soon as that first little bit hits the water, flush it.
Boom.
Just immediate flush. It's called a courtesy flush. I was taught this at a very young age.
Courtesy flush.
As soon as the first one hits the water, flush. And then it takes the bulk of the smell out of the room.
It really
Do you
does.
really
It
want to
works.
sit in there and marinate in that? Like, you know, I
For
just
some,
don't-
it gets on your
I've
clothes.
never thought
it'll
of it.
stick with you.
I've never thought of it in them terms.
Like, I mean, do you,
Marinade.
yeah. Do you, I mean, do you really want like that on you?
Well, I'm with you on that because, hey, that's one of my pet peeves is to go into a restroom and
Oh.
whoever was there before me
Didn't courtesy flush?
didn't flush it.
Oh, didn't flush at all.
I guess he was so proud of it.
That's a whole
that, you
nother
know,
level.
Oh,
Has the culprit been identified?
on the
Oh,
toilet.
I can tell you.
Oh,
I can
that
tell
ain't-
you because
okay,
I watch
okay.
them walk by every day.
Oh, on
Probably
his,
is.
yeah, his.
I know mine, but
Yeah.
Oh, so did you get up and present this to
oh,
everyone? that works here?
absolutely.
Oh yeah, I called Jordan up. I said, "Oh, by the way, you notice there's two
Did
diagrams
people
here."
laugh?
Uh,
Or
Hey,
did
look.
people get nervous?
Yeah,
Well,
they done it. They had a meeting, okay, and it was we the people, son. So hey, you got to get this solved.
There was mixed emotions.
Look, here's
Yeah,
the deal.
yeah.
Those company meetings can get a little stuffy. So while
Yeah, keep it lighthearted.
we kept
right.
it lighthearted,
So this
but
was.
while also presenting a real issue. All right. Well, Jordan,
All right,
Thank you for this.
thank you
Jordan.
for coming in.
I'm
We're
glad
gonna
I
get
could
Rucker
listen
back
to you.
in here, and yeah,
I got to talk to Korie.
about what?
I want to come to some of y'all's meetings.
Rucker, you just heard all
Why
that.
is this?
You just heard all the drama, the latest drama at Duck Commander. Do you miss it?
Sometimes. I mean,
Now,
it-
Rucker,
let me tell you, church drama's a little bit different.
well, Rucker, let me tell you.
Hard pass.
Let me ask you a question. You worked here. How long were you here? I don't even remember. 5 years?
5 years.
5 years or
give
so?
Take.
In the 5 years that you were here,
He clogged a couple toilets.
I'm not worried about clogging them. Clogging them is, we got plungers in every bathroom. Just learn how to use it. That ain't no big deal.
Hey, man.
But if you found something broke around here, what did you walk away from it, or did you tell somebody, or did you fix it if you could? What was your MO when you were here? I'm just curious.
If I broke something, I would fix it
Mm-hmm.
and try not to tell anybody about it. But if it was without my means of ability to fix myself, I would have to come and admit. I've came into
He
y'all's
would've-
office and admitted some things.
He would have
okay?
framed somebody for
Well,
sure.
Rucker,
I own it.
Yeah.
I own
Right.
it. You know.
Rucker will tell you anything, just not on a microphone.
Yeah.
Like, now he's not going to admit to nothing on microphone and cameras up in here, but
That's
I mean, he has
wisdom.
come in and said, I did this, whatever. Like,
Yeah. If
you
you
know.
ask me, I'll tell you.
And Becky, poor thing, we had Becky on here that time. We had played the video where she ran through the back wall. Becky tried to pay for running through the back wall. I'm like, you ain't got to do that. Like, that's, I mean, I do get that's not a
That's
normal work hazard, but it is something that happens, and we have insurance for weird situations just like this. So it's not that big, but she owned, I mean, now you can't not own that one because your car's parked halfway in Corey's office. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but,
that would have been hard to frame on somebody else.
but I mean, she could have backed up and drove away. Like,
Right.
I mean,
she was on camera.
And a lot of them do it.
yeah, but I mean, it is what, but so Rucker, we had a broken toilet seat and somebody jimmied it back into position. And then I was coming in here to film and I was like, man, I got to take a leak. And I went in there and I went to pick it up and fumbled the thing and it ended up on my toe. But I figured we'd bring it up at staff meeting today because it seemed like a good coachable moment.
Mm-hmm. Well, I heard a little bit of Jordan's conversation. I also had the privilege of seeing his diagram.
Privilege.
I must say it's I mean, you're fighting an uphill battle because as somebody used to spend a lot of time here, as well as somebody that has used every bathroom in this building. I have a couple of things. Number
Wait,
one,
have you used the women's bathroom?
oh yeah,
Okay.
100%.
100%. Because at certain times of the day, you know that nobody's there.
That's right.
And so you get it's the most peaceful situation you could be in.
Thinking about a good night's sleep.
What? You
I slept wonderful last night
did you on that Helix mattress?
on my Helix mattress.
Always do.
I
you
dreamed
know-
one night that I've fallen through a cloud.
You know why? Because it was built for you.
Hey, that's it.
It wasn't
And
built
I took
for-
the test and I passed it. And
There
they
you
built
go.
it exactly for me.
The only way you can fail it is if you lie. We're talking about Helix Sleep. Helix Sleep is a premium mattress brand that provides tailored mattresses based on your unique sleep preferences. The Helix lineup offers 20 unique mattresses, including the award-winning Luxe Collection, Ultra Premium Elite Collection, a mattress for big and tall sleepers, and even a mattress made just for kids. Look, and if you're like, well, I don't even know what to do, where do I go see it? Well, it's easy. You don't have to do nothing other than take a quiz, and it'll match you with the one that works best for your body type and sleep preferences. And then they ship it straight to your door. And Helix knows there's no better way to test one out than to actually sleep on it. So for 100 nights, it's yours. Try it. If you hate it, send it back. You're not going to.
Yep.
You're going to say, how'd I deal with this for 100 nights before this? Like, it's unbelievable. Everybody is unique and everyone sleeps differently. That's why Helix has several different mattress models to choose from, each designed for specific sleep positions and feel preferences. They have models with memory foam layers, models more responsive foam to cradle your body, cooling features to help keep you from overheating. And if your spine needs a little extra TLC, they got you. Every Helix mattress has a hybrid design combining wrap steel coils in the base and foam layers at the top to give that perfect combination of comfort and support. Johnny D,
Yes.
you took the quiz.
You know what? I'm just proving a point right now.
You taking it again?
I've started it when we started this ad,
And we're a minute 40.
and I'm done right at this very moment, and I got the exact mattress that I have at my house.
Look,
Good.
so we know you're honest.
It's
Look.
the Helix Moonlight, by the way.
Yeah. So you can do the C mattress. You can do all the kinds of things. And it's super simple. And like I said, then it comes shipped straight to your door in a box.
It's pretty cool when you think about it, okay? The mattress has been tailor-fitted for you.
Yeah, and I just wanted to see if I'd get the same
Yeah.
result here 3 years later, and I sure did.
There you go. Look.
Helix Moonlight, baby.
And if you don't want to take our word for it, Helix has been awarded the #1 mattress pick by Wired Magazine, and it's recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution for improving your sleep. Plus, they come with a 10 or 15-year warranty, depending on which model that you get. Helix right now is offering up to 30% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. All you have to do, go to helixsleep.com/Doc. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now. Go to helixsleep.com/Doc
And order it now.
Is
Robertson
it possible that the culprit did not realize the toilet seat was broken?
Rucker, that thing was broke off
No,
the hinges,
no.
buddy.
No.
It wasn't like the screw come out
Yeah.
and twist. The hinges broke. I don't know how you break a hinge on a toilet seat.
I'll tell
Well,
you.
as a large man, let me tell you.
Have you broken a hinge on a toilet seat? The hinge?
I mean,
I've come in sideways and landed on a couple fast, but yeah, I've never broken.
it's not an instantaneous thing. I mean, this is over time, wear and tear.
Hey, I've hit that toilet seat pretty hard a couple times. All I'm saying is
It had.
I jimmied it loose for whoever did break it.
Let's get when's the last time that toilet seat was changed? Let's ask that question.
Oh, I remember.
Long
I don't know.
time
I
ago.
don't remember the date, but I remember John Howard did it because he wanted one of the slow fall toilet seats.
Yeah.
Because you know it's one of
Yeah.
them that you just tap and then eventually it gets down to the
That
bottom.
may be why it broke, because it may be coming down and the guy had to go quick, just sat down and it broke it.
Caught it about halfway.
Yeah, caught it about halfway and just.
Ooh,
Well,
that's
that means you passed somebody else in the hall, so there's a witness.
But here's the thing. I will
There's
answer
also
your
an
question.
injury if that's
They
how
are
it-
scared
Why?
of the leadership.
Why?
No, I'm just telling you. With my military career.
What am I to
There
be
was
intimidated by?
things, hey, there
you're
were things
a
that
large
happened.
man.
I'm a large man, but I'm as kind as
Well,
can
no,
be. I
I'm
like to
telling you
think.
that-
But also, this office now is primarily women. I mean, there's the ratios off.
Well, I'm just saying, hey, they're scared of leadership, okay? Because, hey, when they used to leave me in charge for the night for the whole area,
Yeah.
okay?
I bet that was a
and
party.
here's a bad thing to
That
tell
would have been,
me.
that would have been an awesome time.
Yeah,
to do
no,
so.
to tell me, okay, hey, if you need me, call me. Now, this was the all 3 officers above me. Well, I've got a 4th officer, okay, and he wears a star.
Hmm.
Well, I'm not scared of him. Okay, so look, I get a top secret message at night during the war with Iraq,
Yeah.
and I knew about 3 out of 4, but I didn't know about the 4th one. I said, okay. So I called my 1st officer. He's telling his wife, I'm listening to him tell his wife, no, I'm not here. So I actually told her, I said, hey, tell that captain, your husband, I'm listening to y'all's conversation. He better talk to me.
Mm.
Well, he didn't. I went to the major. Major, the same deal. The colonel, same deal. Well, guess who I go to?
General.
Hey, I take that briefcase, put it in the briefcase, lock it on my wrist, and I go to General.
Oh.
You know, and I said, sir, I apologize profusely for interrupting your night, but I've got a question. I don't know about, and before I let somebody get killed in the war zone, I will bother you. And he said, come on in, Sergeant Robin, let me see what you got. So needless to say, all three of them officers got their rear end reamed out big time.
And you did a lot more push-ups, didn't you?
No, I didn't. Because as soon as I come in, they started screaming. I just said, hold it, time out. I'm not going to put up with this. I called you. You told me to call you if I needed you. I needed you, and you bailed on me, all three of you. So, hey, you just suck it up.
Buttercup.
You know?
That's right.
So that's why I know they're scared of the leadership, okay?
I don't know that they're scared of you, Martin, in the same way you would be scared of a leader of our military, per se. But
I would hope not. I don't want that.
But if you
job
do, if you break a toilet seat and you tell you or me, there is a chance, you know, I don't know if you've heard, we have the #2 leisure podcast on earth. So like,
either. Yeah, we are going to
this-
talk about it.
whoever this is, they might not be scared of you per se, but they do know that probably like 100,000 people have heard
they're
about
scared. Okay, maybe I'll say
a broken
scared
toilet.
of
It's
going
just a
through
lot
the
of pressure.
position.
It's a lot of pressure to
Are they?
deal with,
But so
man.
are you saying they're scared of accountability?
Oh,
In a way,
I think
in a way.
embarrassment.
there's a
Embarrassment.
sermon about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
You know
Go
who was
ahead.
here the other day though? Too Kevin Peele.
100, dude, you should have started with that.
Yeah. What? This is terrible.
You should have
detective
started
work.
with that. I could tell you right now with confidence.
Absolute
Uh-oh.
certainty.
That man is.
He's big
He's your
enough
guy.
to have done it, and he's hilarious enough to have covered it up.
What day was Peel here?
I don't even remember now. It all runs together.
Oh yeah. You've been in the thick of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything. I mean, because like, it's wild.
You can't fix stupid. Ron White was right.
But you know what you can do?
You know what
Stupid
you
is
can fix? You can fix thinning hair.
Oh, can
Really?
you?
Yeah. So when you're getting ready to go outside, spend all the time outside this summer, you're going to be like, I need to put my sunscreen on. I need to do this. But you're not going to think about protecting your hair. But we got a solution for you. Our friends over at Nutrafol.
Mhm.
Nutrafol is the
Ow.
solution, boys.
Because Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand with over 1 million people seeing thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding. And that's
Yep.
what it's all about. I can
Boom.
say personal experience in my bathroom before Brittany started the Nutrafol postpartum blend, there was hair everywhere.
That's the way
Her
it
and the
was with
dog
my
was
wife.
having
What?
a contest.
What? Not even a contest.
Oh,
like
big
Jude,
spiders.
Jude had done bailed on the contest.
Oh, she's
because-
the
because-
dog had done gave up.
Yeah, said I
Okay.
can't keep up with it.
All right.
But Brittany got on the Nutrafol postpartum, and it was, I'm not going to say immediate, but there was a noticeable change very quickly on how much hair was on our sinks,
Boom.
in the shower, them little spiders where they wash
Yeah.
their hair.
Spiders
That's
and
what I've
Put 'em
noticed
up.
about my
transfers,
wife
all
started taking
that
it, Sam.
disappeared.
Alicia started taking it, and she walked in, and she's been on it for a while now. I guess she started when Brittany did, or maybe right toward the same time. But she walked in the other day, and I didn't recognize her by the side of her hair. I thought somebody else, some lady was in my house. And I told her that I was going to tell that story on here, and she was like, Phillip, don't tell it. I'm telling it.
Yeah.
It scared me, and it's because her hair was thicker.
You
Yeah.
should have put the record on. Hey, there's a stranger in my house.
Oh, boy. No. Ronnie Millsap ain't got nothing to do with Nutrafol.
That's right.
Look, Nutrafol's hair growth
Okay.
supplements are physician formulated using 100% drug-free ingredients. Their patented technology provides consistent, reliable results for men and women without compromising sexual health. Ain't that right?
Boom.
Yeah.
Okay. You're
Yeah,
trying.
we're doing all right. Yeah. Look,
Nice.
while many
Oh.
while many supplements rely solely on ingredient studies, Nutrafol clinically tests final formulations to ensure their efficacy. In a clinical study, 84% of men showed improvement in their hair after 6 months of taking Nutrafol. men's hair growth supplements. You can take the hair wellness quiz on Nutrafol.com/men for a personalized hair health plan based on your specific root causes. No pun intended. With Nutrafol, building a hair growth routine is simple. Purchase online. No prescription or doctor visits are required. Free shipping and automated deliveries. Ensure that you'll never miss a day. See results in 3 to 6 months. It is that quick. So if you want to take the first step to thinning hair, shedding hair, whatever you want to call it, we got it for you. Take the first step towards achieving your hair growth goals. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com/men and enter the promo code
Duck.
Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com/men /men spelled Nutrafol.com/men and enter promo code
Duck.
That's Nutrafol.com/men promo code
Duck.
So Rucker's not admitting to it. Johnny D says not.
Totally wasn't me.
It's over. I mean, I don't want to do a whole nother podcast about who done it. Like I said, I'm over it. We had a good little
That's
learning.
because you just realized it was totally Kevin P.
Well, we had a good learning experience today. Some open and honest conversation, open, honest dialogue with all the employees. So hopefully now we don't ever have to cross
That's right.
that road again.
Yeah.
And you know
Awesome,
what?
man.
Vulnerability creates connection.
Hey,
So y'all have all just bonded together even more through this horrific incident.
yeah, man. And I hope to be a better leader because of it. I want them to come tell me if they break the toilets.
But if you do come tell him, we're talking about you.
There's
We'll
a
change
chance.
your name.
No, we won't.
No,
We just won't say your last name. Or your
Bill
first name.
100% did it. I
or if-
wish you would have started with that.
Yeah, Phil did it. But it is,
Well,
you know-
Kevin's been texting me because I sent him that. I sent him that video I sent you from the
oh yeah,
from
that's
that deal.
that's a good one.
Oh yeah, he's been on me hard about that one. But
Was Willie in town that week?
no,
Willie doesn't poop actually.
Okay. Oh, yes, he does. He's full of it.
No, he never has. That's why he's full of it. Boom. Shotgun.
Bazing.
This is the number 2 episode.
Go.
There was one of those on Duck Dynasty. It was my favorite one.
I'm telling you, that would be in his resume. Okay.
So Rucker, speaking of breaking things,
well, no. See, but
Yeah.
I'll give you this on Willie. Say it. Willie's the kind that would have unscrewed it and hoped that you fell off of it,
No. Yeah.
not break it.
Yeah.
And just
Okay.
leave
But
it
I'm just
to be
saying,
found.
he's
Like-
the type that would do it for a joke.
or he would undo the water line so
Yeah.
that when you flushed it, it
Yeah.
would just spray all over you.
Yeah,
That's the
get you
kind of
wet.
stuff he does.
Yeah,
In the bathroom.
okay.
Yeah.
Or unhook the lights.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's just,
A little bit more creative.
undo the
Yeah,
chain.
A little bit,
Yeah.
little bit
Oh,
more
yeah.
work
Yeah.
goes into
Yeah.
it.
yeah, he's a very thoughtful prankster. It's not just that.
Evil.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Well, I hate you guys are going through that, man. I mean,
Yeah, I don't hate it.
yeah, but hey,
I'm enjoying it.
controversy brings people together.
That's
okay.
good.
yeah,
Jill,
it does.
What did you just say?
hey,
Controversy. brings-
or I should.
I think
how do I
I
say
think
this?
he means adversity.
Yeah, adversity brings people together.
Controversy only pisses
Hey, it's what
everybody
builds
off.
character, JD.
That is true. We've had some character building moments here at Duck
right.
Commander lately.
And we've had just characters.
Right.
Like, I
We've
mean,
had those too. Look at Rucker.
exhibit
Yeah,
exhibit
I-
A.
Speaking of breaking things in character,
Yeah.
are you still doing jujitsu?
Oh yeah, yeah,
How many times a week?
What-
twice a week.
What
Still?
have you learned?
Mhm.
I'm just checking.
Is my
Yeah, no,
question.
I do jiu-jitsu, man. That's what I do.
Well, I was just trying to see if I've won or lost a bet.
Nah, you lost it. If your bet was I'm gonna quit, you lost.
I still got time.
What's the? I mean,
I'm not
No,
telling
you
you.
ain't got
I
time.
can't tell you.
I'm
'cause
a
then you'll-
I'm a pretty consistent guy. Whenever I put my mind to something, it happens. You know?
Okay, just checking. Has Stone hit you lately?
Me and Stone rolled around. I want to say last week.
Okay.
You know,
Did you win?
there's no winners or losers.
So you lost.
I mean, now I'll say this: I think I did significantly better than the last time I rolled with Stone.
There you go.
And I mean, I had the old man worked up. I mean, he was out of breath. I mean, he worked hard for that one, you know. And so that's a win for me. I mean, this guy's put
Wouldn't
in
have said that out loud.
10,000 plus hours on the mats, and I've been going a couple of months, couple times a week. So
There you go.
you know,
Well, good for you, right? I'm glad you stuck with it. Johnny D stuck with it. He can now do a pull up or
Can
two
you?
or two. You know,
I can do I can do 2 chin-ups. I can do a pull-up.
Oh, well, whatever.
Whatever.
I mean, good.
Well, that's an
Here's what I'm
improvement.
I
saying.
can grab something above me and
Hey.
get my chin above the
Yeah.
bar.
And that's way better than where
Without-
you started.
That's right.
Without doing some weird
Yeah.
rucker
Yeah.
thing where he's flailing
It's not
all
no
around.
weird rucker thing. I mean, it's a legitimate pull up.
I got a good one for you.
I'm
So-
saying
So
strictly.
Korie was in the office yesterday.
What was she doing?
She works from time to time. I also know that she listens to this, so that was actually a point of humor because she's traveling out of the country, so she may take the long flights to catch up. Maybe she may go to sleep. I don't know, but if she is,
She ain't making it 30 minutes.
I hope
deep
she
into
got
the
a good
show.
chuckle. So,
She works.
but no, but she told me she looked at. I saw her. She walked in. She looked at me up and down. She went, "You're getting skinny again." I said,
Again.
So you're implying I was fat again as well, huh?
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I mean, that's not the way I meant it, but I mean, I guess that is kind of what it does mean on the other side of that. I said, well, thank you for the backhanded compliment. I appreciate it.
Losing weight is one of the weirdest phenomenons on earth because you want people to notice and say like nice things and it feels good. But then it's also kind of weird because they're like, what were you thinking about me before?
Yeah. Or was I just status quo and
Yeah.
nothing to be even noticed? But I saw her. She walked in and she looked and I was like, oh, this is weird. Like, I'm like, is my zipper undone? Like, what have I done here? Like, do I have a
She
hole in my
said,
pants? I
You're
busted my
skinny
pants.
again.
Yeah, she said, you're getting skinny again. And I was like, okay, well, that's
Neat.
cool.
Or if you're like me, you're so large that you lose 90 pounds and literally nobody notices.
That's right.
You lost 90 pounds?
I did. I've gained 30 back since getting married.
That'll do it to you.
You know what I
there you
mean?
go.
But yeah, I dropped 90 pounds, 93 pounds actually, if we're getting technical, and
What were you at your heaviest?
315.
350. Me too. Well, 318, but.
Yeah, you also got a foot.
Oh
on
no,
the
yeah,
height,
no, I
you
know.
We'll never know my heaviest.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
When I was at my heaviest, I just looked at a scale and guessed that it would say numbers I didn't like, so I never got on it. I will legitimately die not knowing the heaviest I ever was. It was after Carter was born. We were living in New Orleans and on the road, and I was like, I don't feel like weighing myself ever again.
But you can watch when that was.
Yeah, no,
It was part of a TV show.
yeah, the pictures are bad.
No, yeah. You was big.
I was big.
You was big.
But no, look. So I went to church on Sunday. You should do that too if you're listening. And our pastor's wife looked at me and said, "You've been losing weight." And I said, "Yes, ma'am, a little. Just trying to like." And she goes, "A lot." And I was like, "That is one way. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
loud and clear, lady."
Miss
Yeah.
Trina,
Mm-hmm.
she got you.
Yeah, she got.
She
me.
just hit me with Papa Bear.
Yeah.
My shirt.
Martin wore a Papa Bear shirt to Father's Day church. It was hilarious.
Okay.
Why not?
I mean, it's-
if they're gonna send it, I'm gonna wear it. Like I'm full send, man. I'll do it. It doesn't matter to me. But no, she did. She said I woke up walking around the corner. Miss Trina's always there by the kids' church, and I walked around that corner. She said Papa Bear, and I was like, Miss Trina.
She's an exciting lady. But he had a shirt on that had a bear on the chest that was going fishing, and it said, and it's not like it was subtle.
Mm-hmm.
Martin almost wore a costume to Father's Day church,
Speaking of Father's Day,
and it was awesome.
when y'all were teenagers,
Mhm.
were you intentional with your father about Father's Day?
I'm still scared of my dad.
Like getting him something.
Well, yeah, just like
Yeah.
acknowledging it,
Mhm.
right?
Oh man.
Well,
Yeah.
because these kids these days, or at least my 14-year-old, it didn't matter at all. It's just another day.
He ain't got you nothing.
No, he ain't get me nothing.
Did he give you a hug?
No.
Card.
Huh?
Card.
No.
So not like no, not nothing.
Nothing. Not
Text?
nothing. I literally asked him, I said, are you going to get me something? That's when you know it's bad. You're desperate. You're like, are you going to give me something for Father's Day? He's like, well, I got $100. What do you want? You know,
What do you want?
I mean, like, because, as a
I
parent,
said, hey, hand me the Hondo.
because y'all don't have teenagers yet. What I'm saying is get ready. Like, all the,
Well, and
it goes out the window.
a 14-year-old boy is a creature that needs to be captured and studied.
Yeah.
Because to say he doesn't have a clue that Father's Day even happened anymore. It was
No.
3 days ago, but he don't remember it.
No, like, he's an interesting character just in general. He
All
is
of
my
them
child.
are. Though. I mean, you remember how dumb you were at 14?
When I
Hold
was
on now.
his
We
age,
talking about the kid that's in my office right now.
yeah, he's in your office right now.
Yeah.
said-
I love Noah to death, but he's a 14-year-old boy. Do
Yeah.
you remember me?
And now the testosterone's hitting. He's in the gym. It's a whole different.
So the time's coming where he's about to think he can take you.
Oh, he's gotten sideways one, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Say, man, you're within the weight class now, okay? All that I'm gonna bend you over and whoop you stuff is out the window. I'm gonna just go ahead and put these paws on you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
My dad told me when
I bowed up at my dad one time, just like, and then I saw the look in his eyes, and I looked like that crawfish. So I was
Yeah.
going backwards. I was like, "No, man, I was just kidding." Like, I mean, I was bigger than my
Yeah.
dad from probably about 14 on. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I had a few inches on him, and I thought I was strong as an ox. But I saw the look he gave me when I kind of did that, and I said,
it was probably a bad idea.
I was like, "Yeah, okay, I was just kidding."
Noah's a real good. He's a real good kid, man. He got baptized about a month ago, man.
that's
He's-
awesome.
You know, me and my wife get in an argument. He hits me with a Bible scripture the next morning.
Oh, I don't like him.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like he's that. Kind
That's
of
when you should lay the paws on. him.
Well, you're in that situation.
Father.
In that situation, you're like, say, what's wrong with you? But then also you're kind of impressed.
No, no.
You're like,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But man, so he's getting where he'll say something a little out of the side of his neck. You know what I'm saying? Just like kind of like a little sideways. And I had to tell him just this morning actually. I bowed up at him. I said, if you ever talk to me like that again, I'm gonna knock you out like you a grown man. You know what I mean?
What'd he
Knock
say
you
to
out like you a grown man.
Sorry to all the listeners. I'm just telling you, the
Well,
kid
no,
ain't
no.
little no more. Okay,
No.
he's not. The dude's taller than me. I mean,
Oh, he a bull. Now, Rucker sent
He's
me a
big.
picture of him. He said, "You mind?" Because I was in a meeting before I walked in here. He sent me a picture of him sitting on the couch in my office. Said, "You mind if he sits in here and eats?" And I looked and I said, the only thing I said was, "Man, he's like grown. Like,
Yeah, he's full grown.
yeah,
he
yeah.
filled up my couch in my office." I said, "Yeah, he do whatever he wants."
That was
to." Like,
something in the
I ain't-
military.
I ain't messing with him.
I had troops under me would go home and come back, and one of them come back with a black eye.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "What happened, dude?" And I said, "You go to the bar, you don't get in a fight?" He said, "No, me and my dad got in a fight." And I said, "Wait a minute, you and your dad got in a fist fight?"
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Oh yeah." And I said, "That wouldn't even come into my mind as a child."
Yeah.
As an adult.
Yeah, I think I did it kind of just, I think I was probably 15 or 16, just like to see what the reaction was. And when I saw enough from the reaction,
Well,
I
no,
said-
no.
I
Mm-hmm.
was like, no,
'Cause
man.
I did it.
I
to
never
my-
had any intention.
Yeah, I did
But
it to
when
my.
he did that, I
actually,
said-
did it to my older brother, and if Mama hadn't have stepped in, my older brother would have killed me
Yeah.
because he was the first lieutenant in the Air Force.
Yeah.
I'll say this: I won't actually do him like that, but he's got to at least think I will.
Well, no.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
got to think I
yeah.
will.
You got to have
Hey,
that bluff on.
I mean, like he's
Bluff
got
hard.
to be a little concerned that,
Yeah,
that I might.
My dad still got that bluff on me because he told me my whole life. He goes, one day you're going to be bigger than me. And if you ever think you can take me, just remember, I will have to die because I won't stop
Well, no.
until one of us is.
See,
And I was like,
that's the thing.
I believe him.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that's what I just got to at least make him feel like I probably don't want to do this. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, young males are funny across any animal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And we're at the end of the day,
Well, Jason-
we're still an animal. But like when you see
Yeah,
them
JD
young,
was right. They need to be captured and studied.
yeah.
Yeah.
When you see, but it's like,
I'm
I mean,
serious.
I'm thinking like of deer, for example. Like you see them young males,
Oh,
they get to feeling frisky, and then they go out there and say, and it may very well be their dad. They don't know. They
Oh, yeah.
don't know the
Yeah.
difference. And they go out there and they square up against him,
Mm-hmm.
and then they get their little butt whooped. But I mean, it's kind of just like a rite of passage for young males. That testosterone get to kicking,
Oh yeah.
and then all of a sudden you think you something, and then somebody reminds you of one of my favorite sayings. There's always a bigger bear.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Oh.
all,
Yeah.
and that bigger bear for 99% of you is your daddy.
Mhm.
Well, see, that's the thing because I seen Jason and Reed square off.
Jason Reed.
Yeah.
I got.
And-
I'll
and
put every
he-
dime
what he
I got
said-
on Jace.
Hey,
Yeah.
what he
Yeah, yeah.
what he said was
That
you know,
wiry sucker.
he
yeah.
said, and he told Reed, he said, you don't understand. You get in my face like that again, and we go to fighting. He said, I will kill you. just out of principle of this thing.
Yeah, just
I brought you into this world, and I will take you out.
We go in
that's
Old
the
Testament.
line right there. That's the line. I brought you in.
Yeah,
I'll take
and
you
I
out.
will take you out.
Yeah, we go in Old Testament. up
Yeah,
in
no,
this
no.
rig.
I'm serious.
You got to watch them old ones.
Well, kind of to your point, in ancient times, at 12 years old, they would take a 12-year-old boy, they'd drop him off in the wilderness somewhere and be like, hey, kill what you eat, figure it out, make your way back home. When you do, you're a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to figure it out.
Yeah, 12 was 25.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
Them days,
At 12 years old, if you dropped me off somewhere in the woods,
I'd be a pile of bones right where you left me.
Just sit there.
yeah, I'd die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to think if there was any scenario where I could have got out. Si would have survived.
At 12 years old, I was.
Oh,
I
Si
was-
would have been good.
Si would have been solid.
12 years old, I was firmly planted in that Husky department. I wasn't making it far.
Yeah, but you
Like
at
if
least,
they dropped me off 30 miles from town, said you got to make it back, survive,
Mhm.
I'm dead.
See, I try that one with my son. He's 14.
you dropped him off.
No. I try the scare tactic of like, hey, I'm going to take you to the middle of the woods somewhere. I'm going to drop you off and you just got to figure it out, right? Just kind of messing with him. And he's like, do it. I mean, the kid,
Try me.
He got a cell phone. He'll have a ride.
no, like I kid you not, one day me and my wife was just messing with him and we were like, how like your kid thinks they're too big for their britches. You're like, all right, get out the car. And then, they're like, you drive off a little bit and then they say, no, come back. I was just kidding. Not this dude. No.
He waved.
Oh no, he was like holler, and then he starts walking. He just starts walking. And then I go to a gas station and I sit there and I'm like, is he gonna call us? Like, is he? And he's just nope. He's moving. He's kicking one foot
You know
in
what
front
that
of the
is?
other.
You know what that is, don't
What?
you? He got too much Brian Rucker in him.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I'll say
He doing dumb stuff just to prove a point.
no, definitely, 100%. I mean, he is me made over.
Oh, 1,000.
1,000%. And people are like, man, what's Noah like? I'm like, well, he's like me if I'd have grew up in different circumstances.
I can see it.
Yeah, I mean, because sometimes I'll be like, well, where was I at his age? Well, I was locked up and I was creating a gang called Texas Made Assassins and beating people up. That's what I was doing. I mean, he's got the same leadership abilities. He's a big hit at OCS.
Yeah, he's just leading the junior high football team.
He's just doing different
Yeah,
stuff.
he just
I like that.
He just president of the FCA chapter.
Yeah,
Like,
that's better.
No,
Well, Rucker, how long have you been married now? It feels like
An eternity? No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
you're youngly married. We have
Yeah.
a lot of young married listeners with lots of weird questions, and
Oh boy.
you got some?
I don't have any.
I'm here
but-
for
Oh.
I'm just
I was
Yeah.
just wondering.
So I'm within the first 12 months of marriage.
Okay.
do you know your anniversary?
It's October
Okay.
29th.
Just making sure.
Yes. So this past October, I'm not sure what month we're in, but
It's June.
Yeah.
How do you not know what month it is?
End of June. Yeah.
oh,
That's because he didn't get nothing for Father's Day.
Oh,
that's it.
He's trying to forget.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have a father, so I never knew when Father's Day was. And then now that I am a dad, I'm like, well, this could be something worth looking forward to. Turns out it's not.
I got a TV.
You got a TV?
Yeah.
I will say my wife got me. I bought a brand new truck, and she got my windows tinted.
There you go.
You know,
You don't expect anything from kids. It's her job.
Yeah.
I got a
Anyway.
giant bag of M&Ms and these little cutting board things that are like one of the coolest things. I'm like, I'm kicking myself. Why didn't I think of that? But one of them kind of it's like a cutting board. But then you can pop the edges up. So like after you've sliced your stuff, you've got it in a nice little container.
Oh.
You don't have to dirty up another bowl. It's
Wow.
all its thing. And it's even, so if you like for us, like last
So you
night,
could cut, prep, and then
put it in
on-
the refrigerator and then
Mm-hmm.
like because like I do a lot of prepping after the boys go to bed, but then I won't cook it till the next day. Well, now it's all in one container. It's got an airtight lid. You cut it up, throw it back in the refrigerator. I get home tonight, the food's already cut up, prepped, and ready to cook. And I'm like,
Oh, that is awesome.
yeah. I told Brittany, I said,
It's also interesting.
bravo.
It's also interesting how you get excited over stuff like that the older you get.
We're so old.
But like it's like,
It's
like
really
dude, that's so cool, man. We got a
I
cut
still got
board
them
with a
M&Ms
lid.
though.
my TV, like used to, that would have been like something for a PlayStation. It's so that guy with the jump ropes can yell at me to jump rope harder in my garage, and I just watch him do it, and I do it while looking at him. That's
Time out.
We're
whoa,
that
whoa. Is your workout regiment a dude on a screen you're listening to?
No, jump ropes.
What?
Come jump rope with me sometime. You'll die. You know that
Do
kid.
y'all do double unders?
I can't do no double under. Dude on the screen can.
I remember whenever I was working at Buck Commander, one of the things that Grant would have me do is go out into the backyard and climb a tree and learn how to put on a lock-on stand and a third arm by myself.
Uh-huh.
And then the other thing that I would have to do is run down the road that is adjacent to the backyard of the
You had to
what
run?
used to be Buck Commander. Yeah, had to run down the road and back, and then at lunch I would do Insanity in the living room.
Oh, with Jordan.
No, I had to do it by myself, but Benny and Jacob filmed it on a couple of occasions. There's a time lapse of Fat Brian Rucker just doing burpees in the living room.
There you go.
Why do I want to see that?
Somebody find that stuff.
Why-
Somebody find that stuff.
Why do I want to see that?
Anyways, Rucker, enough about whatever that weird was. What have you learned in the first year of marriage? You're 8 months in, 9 months in.
Mm-hmm.
I got a perfect one. This is perfect because I've been thinking about this a lot.
Don't oversell it.
It's don't be careless, but care less.
Whoa.
Don't be careless, but care less.
Before you continue, is everything you do designed for bumper stickers or T-shirts or just
Yeah,
most
you spend
things?
a lot of time.
No, I
with
mean, I
it.
spend a lot of time preparing for messages and just I talk a lot, so nothing grabs attention like a good one-liner.
I feel like you've been in like a Cracker Barrel gift shop.
No, but like so because
Like,
It sounds like he's been with Al too long.
Nah,
You gonna be- you-
he'd have a vest on if he's an owl.
yeah, true.
yeah, he tightened that up with a vest.
I'm all out of vest. No, but so don't
So
be,
don't be careless, but care less.
right. Because
What are we caring less about?
Well, because you enter into a marriage with a whole lot of opinions, expectations, and ideas as to how things should go.
Baggage.
90% of time, your spouse is not going to do things to which you want them exactly done. And you just got to care less about that stuff. Or else it'll cause a lot of turmoil and argument and stuff in your marriage. One thing that my wife does, just her natural personality, she's a strong, independent, type A person, right? And if you know anything about me, that's just not me, right?
Well, yeah,
and-
somebody got to tell them they got your food wrong.
right, yeah. Well, and so
Some of us just eat it.
she can say stuff in a certain tone that really, really makes me angry. Right. If I'm just totally honest, like she says stuff in a way that really makes me angry. And
You
I
paying
just,
attention, Hunter? As a guy who's in the dating realm of about 4 months, you listening?
Well,
Oh, dude,
no,
look,
I not to interrupt. I just want
hey.
to make sure Hunter's taking some of
and
this.
what
to
I'll
heart.
say is I got to care less about that stuff. Not every single thing that you're saying is designed for it to be disrespectful towards me. Sometimes just the way
and
you
she
talk.
don't even know she's doing it.
She has no idea. The way she was raised is different than the way I'm raised.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's kind of like it's
Yeah.
not what you're saying is don't even listen to how she says it, but just listen to what she says.
Right.
What are the words? At the end of the day, what are the words?
Yeah.
And what are they?
So it's like, don't be
Yeah.
careless. Like, don't just be careless, do whatever, blase, but like care less
Blase.
about stuff that just isn't that big of a deal at the end of the day.
So we hear a critique on her. One thing she does that makes you angry.
No.
What's one thing she does well that you love? I'm curious. I mean, this is first year stuff,
Yeah,
right?
one-
Like,
Family show, by the way.
yeah.
One thing that my wife does well that I like is genuinely care about how things make me feel and make a conscious effort to do them in a way that would be pleasing to me.
There you go.
Like lasagna.
She's not going to cook no lasagna. I mean, she's 25 at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
She's only 25.
She's only 25. So
What are you?
34. So,
Well, I mean, I think we got to do it.
Half your age? Oh,
yeah.
I was going to do the math.
No, I think he checks
17,
out.
17 plus. Oh, 1 year. He's 1 year to the
He's
good.
1 year to the good.
When
Yeah.
you said that, I went back to my childhood. I'm serious. Because of, I would say something in the wrong tone,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
and I'd get my butt tore up for it.
Oh, yeah.
The biggest
yeah.
fights me and
Okay?
Allison.
And look, I was saying it in a disrespectful tone. Okay, and I needed to have my butt tore up.
I agree.
Okay, so like you're talking about, you got to be careful because here's the deal: once you say it, you can't take it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't unhear it.
Yeah, and you didn't mean it. You didn't mean it the way the tone was, but you said it.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, once you say it, you can't take it back, and they can't unhear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in all fairness, I say stuff in a way that is triggering to her also.
Hello.
I mean,
Hello.
you know,
Yeah, I mean, you get to talking out your neck.
yeah, get talking out your neck, man. That's what
Still don't
you
know what that.
I still am trying to figure
Engage,
that
engage
It's
your
a
brain.
it's a saying.
for
Look it up on
think.
the Urban Dictionary.
Yeah,
It's a-
think before you speak.
Not urban, sir.
But yeah, so don't be careless, but care less. There's just some things you got to care less about. It's not that big of a deal.
Agreed.
I
would-
like it.
Yeah.
That's
I would
know,
say that
wisdom from Brian Rucker.
in our marriage, that's 9 years now, the number one cause of strife is unmet expectations.
Ooh, you know why?
Like, that's just, I mean, that's the number one cause of strife. So if you do care less, then that means you're adjusting your expectations to a level where they can be met. And if they're exceeded, you're thrilled.
Yeah.
Right. And if they're met, you're happy. And if they're exceeded, you're thrilled. So
Yeah.
like unmet expectations are that's the number one cause. And that outside of marriage, I'm talking about friendship, business, work, whatever. That's generally what causes most strife is unmet expectations.
Well,
I like what you're saying.
I tell my clients like this: an expectation is a premeditated resentment.
Yeah.
Right. So if you have massive expectations, you're probably going to end up with a resentment because 99% of the time, somebody's not going to live up to those expectations that you've put out there.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just a good equation to end up with a massive resentment. Right. It's look at it like from, in a spiritual perspective, right? God's probably not going to live up to your expectations, but he'll always live up to his word. Right? His word doesn't necessarily line up with your expectations all the time.
Bravo, pal. That's a good one.
Yeah, you should put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, we got one day.
You've been working. This is a sermon,
This,
isn't it?
by the way,
You're
hey,
just we're just a test lab for your sermon.
He's calling.
my
tell you-
14-year-old is calling me.
He
right?
call and tell you Happy Father's Day.
No, he's not calling me for that. But according to these text messages, let me just run this. Can you unlock your truck? I need my charger. No answer to that. So naturally, you would think, I'll just wait here until I hear. Nope. Next text. I need the door password. Okay, I need the password to get back inside because without you answering the text message, I've already went out to get my charger.
You tell him.
And then now he's called me 3 times and
He's
said-
stuck outside.
and he's like, Dad,
It's hot.
like, yep, you did that to yourself.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That
Spoiler
one's-
alert. No,
that one's
I
on
would
you.
have.
You could just press the button to unlock the truck from here.
I could, but then you wouldn't learn nothing.
I would expect him to be more resourceful like his father, though, and realize that there's no less than 3 chargers in my office. Just use one.
But that's what he's sitting in Martin's office. There's chargers everywhere.
And
Like,
there's
I got every power cable end you need in there, from GoPros to iPhones to old iPhones.
And these-
I got Beth coming there. She was shocked. She come in there. She said, "You have an old iPhone you're not using?" I opened up my desk drawer and I was like, "Which one do you want?" I said, "You never know when you're going to get in a bind and you need power or you need to go back and get something. Like, I got them all right here." Like,
the other thing I'm worried about is there's about 18 doors to this place too. So if he's stuck outside,
well, he'll eventually walk around, I'm sure.
yeah, there's a few
But I
that are
think the
open.
biggest
are we
concern,
positive?
his biggest concern is probably I need my charger.
Yeah, because it's about to die, so he's about to be out of communication. But
Oh, that's why he's calling.
let's hit us with a Bible verse. and go to the
Ephesians
house.
5:17. Don't live carelessly, unthinkingly.
You got me on that one.
It's a different version than I normally do.
Hey,
but
come on, man.
It was the word careless.
Is it
That's what-
NIV? Because if it ain't, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's KJV.
Okay.
Don't live carelessly. No, it's not KJV
I'm
either.
about to say, I
Don't-
ain't heard of thus or sorry. All right, go ahead.
Don't live carelessly, unthinkingly. Make sure you understand what the master wants. Do you want the NIV, Rucker? With that?
Hit me with the NIV.
Therefore, do not be foolish, but understands what the Lord's will is.
There you go.
See y'all next time.
Amen. We're out of here.